Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at a PvP marathon, as well as we can now receive rare candies through PvP battles. I did receive just one, and that was going to be the first battle that I did after midnight, so once the rewards had reset. And it did come alongside Stardust, so I would assume you can get a Sinnoh Stone as well. Now, we're going to be looking at some unique Pokemon that I haven't really been PvPing with, like a Spiritomb, as well as a Cradily, going up against a full Mewtwo team, so you can see how easily you can combat them, and proving that Mewtwo is not that great. Even if you put 3 of them on your team, they can be easily countered. Also going up against a full team of legendary birds and using non-legendary Pokemon. Niantic did announce the Community Day move for Feraligatr, which is going to be Hydro Cannon. We went over this a while back, and we're going to discuss it again to see if it's worth investing and should you start saving for good Croconons or possibly Totodiles. So with that said, trainers, let's go ahead and hop into this and take a look at what's going on here. Alright, so here we are within the Pokemon Go app. You can simply go to the news and find all this information yourself as well. This is all going down January 12th. For the Asia Pacific region, it is happening January 13th. We're going to be seeing Totodile more frequently in the wild, just like every other community day for that specific Pokemon, alongside with the possibility of finding a shiny. Let's be realistic, just because they don't say it doesn't mean it's not happening, because I see comments saying, well, where's your confirmation? Because every time I talk about a new community day Pokemon, people are asking, well, how do you know it's going to be shiny? Every community day is shiny. Come on. All right. So we're going to be able to still have the 1 hour period after community day has ended to evolve them to receive that special move Hydro Cannon. And that is going to be nice. I'm really happy they added that after the Eevee Community Day, because it's a very nice touch, so you don't have to scramble for the last 30 minutes or whatever and cut into time that you can be using to catch whatever Pokemon is out for that day. And the bonuses are going to be 4 times incubator effectiveness. So remember, trainers, to hatch all your eggs before the event, because just because you have, say you have 10k eggs all in incubators, they were just incubated right before the event started, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get these cut down as soon as it starts. That's not the case. You're going to have to incubate them right as the event starts or whenever in between. So make sure you do that, all right? Otherwise, you're not going to have that 4 times effectiveness. Now, say you are incubating them and the event is ending in 10 minutes and you just hatched a batch and you're thinking, oh, wow, I can incubate all these and get it cut down, but the community day is about to end. Am I going to keep that 4 times effectiveness? Yes, you are, until they hatch. So just keep that in mind, something to take note of. You're going to be able to hatch some pretty good Pokemon. Maybe. I haven't really been getting much out of there. And don't hate me for saying that little statement, because yeah, it was a little wacky to say that. Anyways, let's continue on. Let's see how good it's going to hold up against a Blastoise to see if that Feraligatr is going to still be worth investing in. I have one. Don't know why I'm holding on to that one last one, but I do have it. You cannot get them in the Ultra Box, which currently is a fantastic sell. I mean, it's a decent deal. If you don't like it, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I always say, right? Because I'm not going to sit there and bash people who say they don't like it. You do have the 6 regular incubators, which could clutter your inventory if you're a speed hatcher. But I mean, you're still going to be getting a fantastic deal out of that. But this is the only spot currently that you can buy star pieces. Niantic, if you're watching, please put the star pieces on sale, or at least for sale in the shop individually, just for a limited time, if you don't want us to just stock up on them, because it's really a nuisance for me to have to go in here and I have to purchase this box like that just to get 3 star pieces. And yes, I just did that for 3 star pieces because it's going to be a massive bonus come for Alligator Community Day when you're hatching these eggs at 6 times the speed. All right, so keep that in mind and prepare yourself in the correct ways. Now, taking a look at Feraligatr and Blastoise side by side, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. Feraligatr is going to be reaching a max CP potential of 2,857 with an attack of 205, defense 188, stamina 198. So that is looking great. Now let's look at Blastoise with a max CP of 2,466. Don't let that fool you, because it is still great in PvP at least. And then it has an attack of 171, defense 207, and stamina 188. Now let's do the comparison. Attack on Feraligatr 205, attack on Blastoise 171. So, I mean, it's obvious there that Feraligatr is going to be doing a lot more damage. Now, as far as defense goes, we have 188 on the Feraligatr and 207 on the Blastoise. That is going to enable you to take reduced damage from attacks in battle. So that's what defense is for. And then you have stamina sitting at 198 for the Feraligatr and 188 for the Blastoise. So Feraligatr is going to have a bit more health. Now, which one is better? They both play their roles, and they're both fantastic Pokemon. Now, as far as PvP goes, which one do you think you want to go with? Well, they're both a pure water type, so there's no disadvantages or advantages in that situation. But as far as the attack goes, it's clear as day that Feraligatr is going to be taking the cake. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Feraligatr's moves first. We do have Bite and Waterfall as the accessible moves that you can just get right now. If you had a Legacy Feraligatr, that is what you're going to really want at the end of the day. It's going to be on par with Blastoise as far as the quick water move, because Blastoise can just learn this. It is not a Legacy. You also have Bite, which is a great move to go up against things that are just resisting water possibly. And I'm telling you what, Bite rips through so many Pokemon. It's insane. Using a Mawile and those charge moves take forever to finally, get them off. But you can just rip through the opponents using Bite. Same with Feraligatr. Every time somebody goes up against me, they're using it and it has Bite, my health just drains down like Kingdra using Dragon Breath on me. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, how and why is that so strong? And why am I not talking about Waterfall? Well, it's a good move. It's just not charging your energy, which is going to be bringing up your charge moves quicker and burning off your opponent's shields. Not only that, it's really slow. It does a lot of damage, but every time I'm matched up with somebody using Waterfall, I feel super comfortable and like I can do whatever I need to do without like rushing or, oh my gosh, I'm about to faint. It's like, oh, it's Waterfall. Huh, okay, no big deal. So Feraligatr with Bite, absolutely fantastic, okay? Now, as far as the charge moves, we have Hydro Pump, which is the one charge move, which is going to be fairly strong. And then you're also going to see Hydro Cannon later on once it receives it, right? Ice Beam, and then Crunch. So Feraligatr's movesets are looking fantastic. Crunch is going to be a charge move that's going to be able to get off fairly quick and wear down your opponent. Ice Beam is going to be for coverage against those possible Venusaurs or anything else that you are weak against, like the grass or even a dragon type, which is taking reduced damage from your water moves. So very nice coverage on that. Feraligatr is going to be a great Pokemon, so I highly recommend that you possibly start trading people your Totodiles, Crocodons, to start getting those Luckies, because it's going to be within your best interest to have a couple of these within each league. Well, I wouldn't say a couple, I meant having a couple for every league, okay? So there you go. Feraligatr is looking super good. And as far as the damage output, it is going to be doing more damage than Blastoise. And even if you have Bite and Hydro Cannon on Feraligatr, that is still going to be performing magnificently. So let's go ahead and take a look at Blastoise to see what it has going on for it. Alrighty, so here we have the move pool for Blastoise. We're going to have Water Gun and Bite for the quick moves. Both of those are just fantastic. I would recommend you go with Water Gun for that stab there. Very high energy gain at 10 with a good amount of damage output. And then Bite's going to be sitting at 8. Yes, these are going to convert a little bit different into PvP stats when it comes down to it. Am I giving you misinformation? Not quite. Water Gun is still going to be gaining more energy than Bite. So there you go. Hydro Cannon, Hydro Pump, Flash Cannon, and Ice Beam. So what a great move pool. You're definitely not going to ever want to go with Flash Cannon, personally. And as far as Hydro Pump, well, if you're unfortunate to not have a Hydro Cannon Blastoise, then that's going to probably what you're going to want to go with. Maybe you can find some people out there who have one, because Hydro Cannon Blastoise is just super stellar. I mean, so strong and tanky, outputting so much damage with that Water Gun, charging up quick with the Hydro Cannon, and then you have coverage. Say you go up against a Venusaur, Grass types, or Dragon. You have Ice Beam right there to take care of them. It's going to be doing so much damage to them as well. It doesn't charge as fast as Hydro Cannon, the Ice Beam, but it is still going to be charging fairly quick as a 50 energy. Alright, so Blastoise is looking good, and if you want a straightforward answer as to who's better, Feraligatr or Blastoise, which one do I want to focus on now and just put the other one aside because it's just going to become somewhat irrelevant because we have a better one? Well, Feraligatr, yeah, that's going to be the top. The Bite is so magnificent that it's still going to be almost on par with Blastoise. Now, you're not going to be dealing super effective damage to things that are weak to water types with your quick move, obviously using Bite, but you're still going to be able to output a good amount of damage because Bite, like we went over before, rips into your opponents, as you will see in a few of these battles here. Hydro Cannon charges so quick, and then you'll be able to just continuously blast into your opponent and just threaten them, maybe make them use their shields because they know Blastoise is no joke, and then eventually hit them hard with that Hydro Cannon. So Blastoise and Feraligatr both have their usability. Blastoise has the non-legacy water gun accessibility, as Feraligatr has a legacy one, and it may be harder for you to find one if you don't have a couple already. Personally, me, I don't. I didn't transfer. I actually TM'd them because this is a long time ago when we received the new moves. Oh, the hype. And then the TMs, we had those. And I was like, I'm going to TM my water gun and get waterfall. And so I did. And now I have all those on my Feraligatrs. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter because tell me how you're going to actually get a legacy Feraligatr with Hydro Cannon. Think about it. Whoa, game over. Nope, you can't do it. It's not happening. Unless Niantic does this, where you can actually purchase the move that you currently have with the Feraligatr. Say you have a legacy water gun, and if you purchase the secondary move, you receive the Community Day Hydro Cannon. Highly unlikely. They didn't say it in the comments, so don't look forward to that. But you cannot get a water gun and Hydro Cannon Feraligatr on the same set because, well, that's legacy. And for you to have one of those, you would have already had to evolve it. Absolutely. So it looks like Blastoise is still going to be the champion here. Not better overall because Feraligatr does still have Waterfall, which is a water stab, but it also has Bite, which is going to be doing a lot of damage and just performing quite well anyway. So there you go, trainers. I hope you understood that. Yes, you cannot get Water Gun and Hydro Cannon on the same set as a Feraligatr. So Blastoise is still looking primo. So there you go, trainers. A bit of a breakdown of Feraligatr and Blastoise. And yes, you should definitely be preparing yourself for Feraligatr. It's actually going to be fantastic, okay? Remember, Meganium, people were like, it's not good. No, 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 no. But look, it's turning out to be a very good PvP Pokemon. I mean, honestly, Venusaur, I feel like is a little bit better because of the poison typing. Yes, it's picking up a few other weaknesses, Psychic, but it's trading it off for Stab and another move that is Poison type that will be super effective against the Meganium if it came down to it. And I personally had the opportunity to be in that situation, and it worked out great. All right, so also you can now see further in Pokemon Go. So you can see way off in the distance there's that gym and a Pokestop. I could have never seen those before, ever. I was a little upset too because I couldn't see anything from my house, but now I can see a gym. All right, so hey, that's pretty nice. So you have to update your game. Actually, there is a new update. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have. Version 0.131.4. All right, we're looking nice. Looking fantastic, folks. And now let's go ahead and take a look at my incubators to see how well I'm stacked up and ready for this Community Day. Rare candies are back up to 619. Looking great on my raid passes. I do have an EX raid coming up. That is actually going to be on Community Day, I do believe, afterwards. Only 4-star pieces, not looking great whatsoever. We're going to go ahead and dump these Great Balls right now. And Sinnoh Stones. 4 of those. Looking awesome. Super Incubators, I forgot you can't look at those right there. You have to actually go to your Pokemon, then go to your eggs, and then go down here. 145. And then 11 regular, and then, of course, the free one. So I'm ready to go. Super ready to go. Only thing I need is more star pieces. Once again, can we please get these in the shop? Is it so much to ask? I understand you want us to purchase this to get them. And I want to know, let me know in the comments, how many of you have purchased the Great Box solely because of the star pieces? I mean, honestly, it's a pretty decent deal. You're also getting the 3 raid passes, 3 lucky eggs, which I don't really need, but the 5 super incubators, not a bad deal for about $8, okay? So there you have it, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to be taking a look at some more PvP battles. I'm not going to be doing commentary over it this time, but please, if you do enjoy this video, give it a like, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.